guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a brand new episode from Salvage Nation. If you're new to my channel guys, my name is D, and what I do is I take cars like this, I rebuild them, I save them from the scrap heap, and I put them back on the road. So if you haven't seen the video or the build or the series for this E88 being rebuilt guys, I'll put the card up above. In today's episode, I've just collected some bits and bobs for my Bmw E82 build. So keep an eye on the channel for that, and you'll see some content for my E82 builds in the near future. But for today, I've just collected some brake pads as well. And if you remember in my last video on the E88, I asked for some recommendations for some brake pads for this car because the brakes were a bit spongy. And I've just had a look at the brakes again, and yeah, they're below what I feel is safe to drive with. So I'm going to change them today to some generic pads, but I'm still on the lookout for some performance brake pads for the E88 1 Series platform. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. But for now, let's get down to H&A Autos, where I can jack up the car, take the wheels off, and change the brake pads. Let's go.
It was a 45-minute drive from South London to East London. I took full advantage of this by taking the top down and enjoying this temporary warm weather that they had in London on the way.
Guys, I really can't fault the drive on this car. If you haven't seen the video of the way this car looked a week ago, make sure you go to my channel and check out the playlist of the BMW E88, this car that I'm driving now, and you'll see the way this car got delivered to me from the scrap heap last week. And in little over a week, I've transformed this car so far. We're not finished, but we've transformed it to the point where I can drive it around and enjoy it just like this. So make sure you check it out, guys. Chill, relax.
I made it to H&A Autos in the morning, where I caught Mustafa doing his morning routine. If you ask me, I think he was just showing off.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record, for the record, yeah. For the record, yeah. For the record, yeah. For the record, for the record, for the record. Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price for y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. Frozen. A6 all the hate. I won't get involved today. Got lost in the ballin' age. I'm flipping the bars. I'm flipping the on record, off record. I still count wins when they got it. On record, off record. I let them take advantage. I was wildin'. On record, off record deals. Tell them talk to Colin for the quote. On record, off record. I still want to act, not to go.
So guys, to change the brakes on these, all I need to do is open up one nut at the bottom, one nut at the top. The caliper is going to lift up, and then I can take the used brakes out of that. And whilst the wheel's off, I think I'll be installing my wheel liner today, and I want to wire up my angel eyes for the headlights as well. So take full advantage of the brake job that I'm doing today. Let's get these brakes changed and continue. So I've removed the caliper, and these are the brakes. You can see how poor the brakes are that were on there. So I'll be able to just lift one and then the second one up. That's it guys, my new brake pads have been installed. All I need to do now is reassemble the caliper and then I can move on to the other side. Guys, now you can see my brakes have been completely changed, 1 and 2, and I've gone ahead and repeated that on the next side. So now I can assemble my rear arch liner and continue to crack on with what I need to do today. So let's continue.
Time to run it all. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip this. Time to run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Time to run it all. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip this. Time to run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Time to run it all. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number 1 up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip this. Tell 'em run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it all. I wake up.
Right, guys, now that I've finished my brakes, the next thing I want to do is I want to wire in my angel eyes on the aftermarket headlights. I just think they'll look really nice, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So the main plug has been plugged in, but underneath there are 2 ground wires and 2 positive wires, and I want to connect the positive to the ignition switch. So I need to find the ignition source of power so that every time I switch on my engine, there will be my day running lights. I'll show you what they look like. So guys, this is me using my multi-tester. I can give positive or negative by hitting that switch. I've already got the negative connected to a grounding source. So if I give positive power to the lights, you can see they're completely lit up, and that's how it's going to look like when the car's running with the lights off. I think that looks really, really nice, really, really clean. Let me know what you think down below.
Flex, thumb down now, check, no drip this. Time to run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Time to run it all. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried.
Guys, I had to go deep into the engine bay, open up all the plastics to get to this fuse box that's in the engine. On the 1 Series, it is hell. I had to pull apart all of that just to find a 12-volt ignition source. And once I get that, then I can run my lead and run it to the 2 headlights, and that will give me the sources that I need. So let's continue to sift through all of these wires, and I need to find, I'm gonna use my trusty little probe, and that will tell me if it's a constant negative or positive. So I'm looking for a positive. Let's continue.
One false move, find yourself there getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip this. Tell 'em run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it all. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip this. Tell 'em run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it all.
So guys, just a quick update. I've gone ahead, I found a 12 volt ignition source and I've grounded it off to the chassis. I went ahead and I repeated that same process on the passenger side. Now all of my headlights are fully wired in, fully working. Got my brakes done today. Tacky or good? Let me know what you think of the new headlights now that they're fully wired in. So if you enjoyed that content, guys, make sure you hit the like button. It helps YouTube know that you like my content. And if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, consider subscribing, guys. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Anyway, we're gonna end the video there. Like I always said, keep it moving, and I'll see you next time.
I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip, this, wet, tell 'em run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell 'em